Hey everyone, my name is Jaime Gonzalez. I am a second grade teacher at Linda Park Elementary School, and this is my proposal. My proposal is to incorporate a makerspace area or classroom for my school. I initially had started to think about proposing it for the whole district and all the school sites, but it's a little bit too big, and I wanted to first pilot it in my own classroom or within our own second grade team. What is Makerspace? So, Makerspace, it kind of brings that DIY mindset to students, that do-it-yourself projects, do-it-yourself mindset, where you could create anything that you want to create. If you could dream it or envision it, you can create it. And it's a great way to kind of tinker with things and step outside of the textbooks for a little bit and just get into a space that you want to create. As grown-ups, we love going outdoors and creating. We like going for jogs and feeling creative. We get the best of ideas and then we put it into play. So there's a lot of spaces that we like to go to create. It might be our garage and we create there. So that's kind of bringing that kind of space to students in a classroom. And what I want to do is kind of incorporate it into either our classroom or our science lab that we have that we don't really use. So here's a little video of what is Makerspace. So there's a little video of what Makerspace is in a sense, and there was a lot of strong words in there like passion and sharing and failure. All of those are great words because whenever you follow something passionately, you are going to fail, even though but what we're trying to teach them is to keep going, have that do-it-yourself mindset where you're creating something, you're trying to build something, you're going to fail, you're going to tinker, but how are you going to revise it? How are you going to get better? How are you going to study a little bit harder, research, and then continue on? So those are the basically the skills that Makerspace brings to in our case, a second grader. So the objectives is to provide the makerspace concept, classroom, or design a lab. Like I said, in our what I want to use is possibly our classroom, if not the science lab. STEM plus A opportunities during our second grade afternoon rotations. Currently, we have afternoon rotations in our second grade classroom, and currently we teach science 2 times. So basically, I teach science and another teacher teaches science. And the only reason that is because both of us are part of this project called the NGSS, and it's called Ideas, actually, Ideas Project, where we're creating curriculum for science. And so both of us are in it. We just happen to be second grade teachers, so we're both teaching it. That way we could kind of prepare for it and research and try it with our students. We also teach PE and art, but I'm proposing we only teach one science class. We teach one PE class, art, and then incorporate Makerspace. Also proposing a 3D printer so we could extend that technology that we already started in this district. We all have one-on-one iPads, lots of desktop computers and laptops, and I want to take it a step further with a 3D printer. Lakeside Union school goals for 2015-2018. STEM plus A, which equals STEAM. So you see a lot of STEM, but our school incorporated the arts as well, so that's why you see it as STEM. But as you can see here, where it's pointing in the red arrow, it's part of our goals. So incorporating a makerspace project would align with our goals for this year and beyond. What is STEM? As I stated before, it's science, technology, engineering, art, and mathematics. The STEM opportunities that I want to include or I'm proposing is going to be including programming, coding, engineering, robotics, design, thinking, and the do-it-yourself mindset. The timeline from 2015 to 2016, oh, sorry, there's a typo there. Build a makerspace, pilot introductory and extend STEAM. Opportunities to second grade. From 2016-2017, I'm going to extend the makerspace to the entire school and offer it before and after school. So there's going to be multiple opportunities for students to come in on their own time. And based on the research that I've done, a lot of kids get to school early just so they could have that extended time. So they really love it. They're really passionate about it. Applicable education codes. Don't really want to bore you with all of them, but I have the numbers there if you need them. And basically some sentences that stood out, some quotes. The superintendent of public instruction shall allocate funds appropriated for purposes of this chapter to school purposes of funding the education technology. Keyword there, technology. The State Department of Education The State Department of Education shall monitor this program to ensure that an equitable share of the funding allocated pursuant to this chapter serves low-income families and students. So our school is everyone qualifies for free and reduced lunch. So the income levels are lower. We're a Title I school, so we would be serving the community in this area. The budget, what it entails is non-consumables, wall fixtures, paint, and tools. Technology, 3D printer, 5 MacBook Pros, and Lego We Do STEM classroom pack. And I'll get into what that is in a little bit. Consumables, materials, cleaning supplies, paper, printer, toner, 3D printer maintenance. This is the budget that I currently have here. About $2,500 for a MakerSpace box toolset. It comes with all the tools that you may need to create a MakerSpace. $60 for buckets of paint. I really want to create a classroom or an environment that is welcoming and just looks like, what Google will look like. $30 paint brushes. Technology, $1,199 for 5 MacBook Pros. The Lego STEM classroom pack, about $7,000. About $3,000 for a MakerBot replicator desktop 3D printer. Consumables about $500. And the great part about the consumables and what we need for a makerspace, a lot of it is donation based after you kind of get started. People will donate things that they no longer need, a broken controller, a broken computer, and kids will tinker with it and see if they could get it working again. Makerspace professional training, and that's one of the things that as the teacher leading this, you do want that professional training, so I could also bring that to other teachers and maybe train them and save a little bit of money. It's a lot of money up front, but again, once I come back with that and create my own training, then we save money in the long term, and I think it'll serve our students well. Here's the estimated budget total, about 12,000, 13,000 estimated. And here I included some pictures of what a makerspace classroom looks like. The 3D printer here, child looking to see what he created and bringing it to life. Kids tinkering here with something that may be broken and they're trying to bring it back to life. Here's that Lego set that we're incorporating. It comes with the software program where they could design and then create. Here's an example of a makerspace. So it kind of looks like a wood shop as we grew up at our age in the 30s. In our age in the 35, I'm 36, but we had back then when I went to middle school, we had a wood shop, and it kind of looked like this. We had a big space where we were able to create, and we're bringing that back now to our students here in the 21st century. And here's that Lego package that is in my budget as well. And it's 4 packets, and it serves, kids can work on that. Other kids can be working on the computer. Other kids could be designing for the 3D printer. So kids have free choice of what they want to work on. Here is a Lego We Do STEM example. I'm not going to show you the whole video, just the purposes of time, but just want to show you a little bit of it.
students learn a lot of very good skills with We Do that would help them in their future. I think programming is one of those really good skills that's not introduced ever in first grade. I've never ever seen a program that has introduced programming to first graders, and this does it wonderfully.
Абсолютно все ученики мотивированы.
So that's just a little testimonial of what they do with those. So again, I'm not going to show you. So as you can see in the background there, though, what they created with the Lego sets. You know, again, it comes with a software program where they could design first on the computer and then create. And also have a small video of what kids do, students do with a 3D printer, how they could bring things to life.
I didn't think that we were going to go as far as to make dinosaurs with 3D printing. We're literally printing a skeleton.
So again, on the purposes of time, don't want to show you the whole video, but just some small examples of what a 3D printer could do and bring to the classroom. As you saw in that example, fossils, studying fossils, they could bring them to life and actually touch and feel them, just a replication of it. So that's the power of a 3D printer in a classroom. So thank you very much sorry I ran a little long, but thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. Again, this is my MakerSpace proposal for Lindell Park Elementary in 2015-2016 school year. Thank you.